go right ahead and
hello, everybody from Texas. From Texas.
Oh, Jerome from Tucson.
I'm from the UK.
I'm from the UK.
John, Texas.
From North Carolina.
Hey, everybody.
Hello from Kenya.
Springs. Bakersfield, California.
June from Brazil.
Maryland, Texas in the house. Yeah.
Jerome from the Netherlands.
Houston,
Arizona.
in the house.
Burnley, Nevada.
Hello, maintain decorum.
Gary from Apache Junction, Arizona.
Randy Lawson from North Carolina.
Sebastian from the Netherlands.
Dallas, Texas.
Elk Grove, Texas in the house.
Wow, there's more people from the Netherlands.
From Florida.
Teresa Campbell from North Carolina.
Von Eloquent from Carolina, Puerto Rico.
Hey, Puerto Rico's in the house.
Yeah, Puerto Rico's in the house.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Houston, Texas in the house.
About my
Put my
Texans.
picture.
How about
Don't
them
know how to
Texans?
do it.
From Brazil.
San Marcos, California.
Ronnie Laughlin from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Hello from
Rose
Sardinia.
Gary from Brazil. Maryland.
Gary from
East Africa, Kenya.
Carolina, Puerto Rico, here. Yvonne.
Gary from Brazil.
Georgina from Tehachapi, California.
Gary from Brazil.
Bill's in the house.
From Kenya.
Wow, all over the world.
Nancy, Wilmington, North Carolina.
Talk about diversity. Yeah.
California.
Young Yang,
Humboldt, Texas.
From Arizona.
Gary from Brazil.
Arizona.
Queenstown, South Africa.
South Africa. Wow.
Gary from Brazil. Gary
London.
from Brazil.
TK from London.
London's in the house.
Oslo, Norway.
Hi, I'm Heather from Perth, Western Australia.
in the mountains.
Australia. Oh, come on, mate.
What time is it there?
Yeah, John Emmanuel from Nigeria.
Elk Grove, California.
Hello from Colorado.
Ken Mallon, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Frankfurt.
Hello, everybody from the world.
Philippines. Sophia from Minnesota.
There's already one from Philippines.
Go to the computer. Gary from Brazil.
How about you, Brazil?
Germany.
Madison, Alabama.
Raymond Zombie Dover, Ukraine.
Germany.
From Nigeria.
Nigeria's in the house.
Nick Naya from United Kingdom.
Big D's in the house.
Hello.
Billy is in the house.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Illinois in the house. Ghana.
UK.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Vietnam in the
I was
house.
just there in New Mexico. Beautiful place.
Ghana.
Gabby from New Jersey.
Las Vegas, and I'm totally sober.
Las Vegas. You took a lot of my money.
Yes, Emmanuel John from Nigeria.
And we're keeping your money.
Welcome, Nigeria.
Fine, you're from Ghana.
Welcome, Uganda.
Joe from
Bobby
Ghana.
Larned from Endicott, New York, baby.
Upstate New York.
Welcome, New York.
From London.
Emmanuel Joe from Ghana.
Deepak Shai from London.
Hello, hello from
Welcome,
Texas.
London.
Here.
Hello from Ohio.
Ohio.
From Ohio.
All right, Ohio.
California, North Coast.
Hello from North Carolina.
USA, baby. Texas.
I'm from Nigeria.
Stevie, how you doing up there?
Florida.
There's Crypto.
Jay from
Kyle.
Boston.
What's up, Crypto?
In the house.
Bree from Norway.
Hadi Farmer from Ghana.
Chicago Metro.
Simon says.
Matt from Pittsburgh.
Hi, Boston. Norway.
Norway.
Hello.
All right, I want to go your way.
Maryland.
That way.
Maryland on that.
I hope.
Hello. Sizzling. Southern Where's Pam in the bathroom?
Wiping my kid.
All right. Big Money Mike in the building. Big Money Mike in the building.
So,
I found out from here, man.
from London, England.
Neil Danford, Kissimmee, Florida.
How about you, Florida?
Hey, somebody spoke to him. How you doing?
Doug going to Sturgis.
Intro.
Look at him.
That the Bitcoin Queen on here.
Trinidad and Tobago.
I'm gonna blow it up.
London, England.
Philip Harrison, California.
Okay.
Southern California.
From Miles of Wolf, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Man, it's crazy.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Everybody want one of these.
Rhode Island, California.
Brian Skin, UK.
UK. 800 and almost 900 people. Come on, let's make it 900.
Bridget, Trepsis, 1,000.
All right.
Don from California.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I'm
Who's from
Spain. Maurice Daniels from Connecticut.
I'm Brian Skin from Southampton, UK.
From Namibia.
UK. Mom, log you into her Zoom.
More people from the UK. Wow.
Doc from Sioux City, Iowa.
Oh, from Starbucks.
Brian Skin, Southampton, UK.
UK. More UK.
Steve here from Spain. Steve here from Spain.
London, UK.
Steve here from Spain.
Abdullah from France.
John from South Carolina.
South Carolina. I hope y'all are doing good with all that rain.
Brian Skihan from
London, England.
Southampton, UK. Southampton, UK.
Mandy from North Carolina.
Spain.
Liverpool.
It's from North Carolina.
Steve here from Spain. Brian from Louisiana. Steve from Spain.
Denise from Sarasota, Florida.
State of Florida.
Steve from Spain.
Chicago Metro. And Alaska.
North Carolina.
Bobby
Haynes, North Carolina.
I see some of my guests on here. Big Money Mike got some guests in the house. That'll work.
Aaron from Kansas. Amos from
Kansas. Click your heels.
Eddie from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Kevin from New Jersey. Tim West and Louisiana.
This is Milagros from Ohio.
Tim West.
Kevin, you look like you're in a plane.
Bill Ross from London.
Well,
Milagros from Ohio.
You guys are totally
Chicago,
out of
Illinois.
Judy from
Bill Ross from London.
Absolutely crazy.
Pyongyang, North Korea.
Bill from Hawaii.
Orlando.
Bridget from New Hampshire.
Let me kill that.
Orlando, Florida.
Let me kill that. You guys are out of control. We got 1,000 people in the house, and the rest of everybody are going to have to go over to YouTube and watch it all on YouTube. So that's awesome. You know, my name is Chuck Hansen. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I'm going to be your co-host along with a lot of other people that are responsible for putting on all the information today. So we've got this whole thing recorded, as you saw, even the intro. And, you know, I heard every country. I heard every state. I heard countries I didn't even know existed. And we've got people. So, let me just set the stage here a little bit. It was 2013 when a little company called Helium, one of the founders being Sean Fanning, who started Napster back in the early 90s. Napster was the first peer-to-peer music sharing network. And, these guys had a vision. These guys had a vision to start the next internet, the Internet of Things, not for people, just for devices, right? Just for things that were going to need their own internet, their own way of communicating their messages to the internet. And so they started this little company called Helium. They created a cryptocurrency also called Helium. And, here we are. They started distributing these little hotspots, these little passive income generators, as I call them, in August of 2019. Here we are 2 years later, they have over 100,000 of these little hotspots. They've incentivized all of us, the People's Network, right, to purchase these things or have one of these things in their home or office and broadcast a little signal over a specific area. So, the Internet of Things is, and what they are building is the world's first and largest peer-to-peer wireless network. So, guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to let you hear what's going on. But in August of 2020 or 2020, we, a group of us, Rick Cotton, myself, Michael Stern, John Krem, all got together and started looking at what Helium had done. And we made the decision that we would create a incentive model to distribute these little hotspots all over the globe. So here we are, just a year later, we actually got started, launched, opened the doors for iHub Global in March of this year. And right now, right at 100,000 affiliates, with thousands of these little hotspots deployed. And quite frankly, we could have had 100,000 of these hotspots deployed had we been able to get the inventory, right? And so that's our goal. Our goal is to dominate the placement of these hotspots around the globe. And what you're going to see here today with Helium Track is nothing short of phenomenal. I mean, there's no other adjective that I can think of. It's just absolutely phenomenal. What Eric Z and his team have put together is just gives us the tools to do something absolutely incredible. What I'd like to do right now is introduce our CEO, my good friend of right at 25 years, Rick Cotton. Rick's hails from South Florida, from Vero Beach, Florida. And, there couldn't be a better guy leading the ship, driving the ship than Rick. Quite frankly, he's built two incredible companies to over $500 million in sales. And he understands where we're going and how we're going to get there and how we're going to dominate and that's what it's all about, guys. It's domination of that inventory, right? And getting that inventory deployed as quickly as possible. And so what I'd like you guys to do is help me welcome my good friend and our CEO, Rick Cotton. So Rick, take it away, buddy.
Hey, thank you, Chuck. It's been that long, 25 years, buddy, huh? We go way back, and I've seen Chuck and what he's done in many industries, but just phenomenal success. I'm honored to be his partner in this great venture. And I, when Chuck approached me this, I wasn't really looking for anything, but Helium is just so attractive when you understand what they're doing and, how they're disrupting technologies and building this infrastructure at zero cost and incentivizing us to do it. And so Chuck nailed it on the head. This is what we do. We build opportunities for people. And that's what we've done with this affiliate program, is built an opportunity for all of you guys. And we couldn't be more excited. It's exciting to listen to everybody all over the world. It is iHub Global. And Helium's vision is to dominate the IoT network around the world, to build the largest network in the world. And that's what we're going to participate in. And it is a game of patience. Patience is bitter, but the fruit of patience is very sweet. And there's just no doubt it's going to continue to be a patient game as we wind through this. But we've put ourselves in an incredible position right now. Our goal from now till the end of first quarter next year is to distribute in our model, deploy over 100,000 units out to you guys. And you might say, well, there's 100,000 people in this thing right now. How am I going to get my share of the units? Well, we're going to show you today. You guys are here on a Saturday afternoon for me, all over the world, different times, but you're here dedicating your time to want to learn and grow and be a part of the leadership in this business. And we're going to show you in the software and Helium Track how you can guarantee yourself how you can get deployment and how you can train that through your organization, and you can continue to deploy units over and over and over again, because beyond the 100,000, our goal is millions and millions of millions of hotspots out there through the iHub network. And that's what we're preparing for, guys. And so you understand the software today as we lay it out for you. You're going to see that we have our own map now. iHub has its own map. So you go on the Helium tools and you can see the dots and so forth. Well, Tuesday is part 2 of this, and we have our own map now. And we're going to dominate the world, and we're going to structure this IoT network almost perfectly with our software. And you guys are going to be a part of that. And one day, literally there could be 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 miners, hotspots deployed in your organization in a very short order of time. So just keep that in mind. You got to almost see this before it's here, but there's opportunity right now to continue to drive this thing through a leadership basis. And we're excited about it. So I want to bring on, well, before I do, Chuck, you wanted to share a few things about system. One of the things we're really moving into is recognition, and Chuck wanted to share a little bit. So I'm going to just pull this screen up for you, Chuck, and you can talk to it for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I didn't. We did talk about recognition, and that really that's the glue, guys that really pull things together. So, here's the top soaring hotspot pigs, right? Passive income generators for everybody else. I mean, it was kind of a name that stuck. And now we're having fun. We're getting all kinds of different things sent to us, of cartoon things that we love. So here are 3 of the most productive hotspots, and that's what you want. You want to be able to rank yourself, and we're going to show you. We're going to have all kinds of different rankings all the time, and you're going to see. Now, how do you get on that ranking? You do certain things, right? You put antennas up, you do other things, and we're going to give you all that information as we move forward. But Fargo, North Dakota, Fargo. I mean, look, you don't have to be in you don't have to be in Manhattan, right? Or Brooklyn or San Francisco. Fargo, North Dakota, Oceanport, New Jersey. Right, the recumbent wintergreen kitten. Congratulations, right? So, and there's the square slate bison. Number 2 on the list. John, I'm glad that you pulled this together. Mackenzie, Fing, you guys have all done a great job. So we'll have all kinds of rankings, all kinds of recognition as we move forward. So, Rick, I'm glad you put that.
Great. I wanted to frame that because, guys, it is a big part, and we're going to start now that COVID's listening. We're going to start having events. Many of you guys know me personally. My passion is a nonprofit. We're going to be doing vacations with a purpose to our nonprofit organization, Dominican Republic, where I've been working for plus 20 years. So we're going to do a lot of that kind of stuff, guys. But we are a family here. We're going to work together. Even as we present the software to you guys today, you're going to notice that we protect each other. We protect the network. We don't drop miners on top of each other. And that's why it's the urgency of it. It's going to create a lot of urgency within our own community, but you guys have a first mover advantage right now to use this software and to start to dominate the landscape. But we want to work together, and that's the culture we're trying to build here, guys, is that we're a global family building this people's network alongside of Helium, and it's pretty exciting. So with that, Chuck, I'm going to bring on our partner, Eric Z. Eric Z is going to kind of spearhead today and show us the software, show us the improvements. We're going to walk through the mining assessments. So Eric, if you're with us, I'm going to turn it over to you to kind of set the stage here, partner.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Rick. And thank you everyone for being here. First of all, I want to say a big congratulations to the community, because we launched this software just on the 16th of July. And the amount of activity, the amount of planned hotspots, the amount of affiliates that are coming into the system, the way you guys are using this is completely phenomenal. You guys are getting a hold of it. And, you know, when we launched the software on the 16th or 17th of July, it was an analytical tool. This was a new concept that people had to learn. There was, it's a lot of data. It's very technical, and you guys ran with it. But really our goal was to take all of these pieces of analyzing the map and analyzing the hotspots and the intelligence and the planning, and really give you guys a one solid, one-stop shop flow that allows you to use all these tools in a seamless way to help you guys build your team, to help you grow your network, to know where there are good placements. And not only that, just make it easy for the next person to be able to follow this process. So we've taken all those pieces, and honestly, within 2 weeks, we've put something really special here together. It's still a work in progress. As Rick said, it's a two-step webinar, but I'd love to jump in and show you what we have going on, because it's definitely something you guys can start using right away. And so I'm happy to show it to you guys. So I'll share my screen. And Rick, please interrupt me if you want to stop and go over questions or anything like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me know when you guys can see my screen here.
Yep, we got you, Eric.
All right, sounds good. So the main thing is, let's just do a little recap here of some of the older stuff and the new stuff. And so, we have our Helium map, as Rick said. We have our.
I'm gonna jump in real quick. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I might do this a few times. But let's just
please.
Let's frame it for everybody. So, this software, Helium Track, everybody gets a free version of this when they come into iHub. Okay. And so everybody has a lot of the tools, and Eric will kind of break that out for us today. What's part of the free, what's part of the pro version. But, even if you don't have a pro account, there's a lot of data here. There's a lot of great information here that you guys can use. And now as we dig in, the main thing we're going to talk about today is planning and virtual mining assessments. And from a marketing standpoint, I don't think I've ever seen anything more powerful. You guys are going to get excited about what you're going to see here today, but you get 10 free mining assessments just as in the free version. So we want everybody to engage in the software, whether they're going to get the pro version or not. But so we just want to make sure everybody understands everybody gets this tool when they come into iHub. Back to you, Eric.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, and you log in with your iHub credentials. So if you have an existing account, you can actually log in as well. So as Rick said, the tools that today what we want to present are the mining assessments. And we've taken some of the existing features like planning a hotspot, and we've kind of flowed that out. I want to make a mention here first that, it's very important that there's a clear flow. And so we put together a to-do list of every user that comes in, of what steps they need to take in order to be successful. What should come first? What should come next? And so, Rick, do you want to go over the reserving of the free deployment?
Yeah. I think that you can go ahead and click on open it up if you want to. But the very first thing that everybody wants to do is reserve their hotspot. Now, as people start to use this as a marketing tool, this is going to be the easiest way to plan a hotspot in an effective place and get free deployment and sign up new affiliates. By far, there's nothing like it. And so eventually everybody's going to already have this done because it's part of this process. But if you're coming in right now, you signed up through our old portal, which everybody has, you want to go in there and put your address in there right away. The very first thing you want to do and reserve your hotspot. Doesn't matter if you did it in the old system or not, just do it in this system. So that real estate will become locked down for you right away. So that's the very first thing you want to do. Again, as people sign up through this step, it'll still be there as a checkbox, but it'll already be done for you. Is that correct, Eric?
Yes, absolutely. So yes, absolutely. So let's jump in and let's see what this flow looks like and what the steps are as far as that goes. So the first step, as far as building your network goes, is you want to plan hotspots, right? You want to think of your network. You want to reach out to everyone that you know, as far as your friends, your family, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to start planning hotspots. We've given you this tool already to do that, but we've taken it a step further with the ability to now give them a mining assessment. So let's go ahead and, just go through an example here as far as planning a hotspot goes. And so what I've done is I went ahead and just entered an address. You can go ahead and you can start typing someone's address in here. Okay, oops, sorry. All right, and so the next step is you're going to want to enter a custom title. So right now we're planning a hotspot for someone that your friends, your family. So let's go ahead through it. Use my email for this sake.
Derek's typing in that information, guys. Again, and some of you guys I understand are very, very new to Helium, to planning, to what we do here. So as we plant these hotspots, our whole goal, it should be everybody's goal, is we're trying to maximize the amount of HNT that we mine every time that we deploy one of these hotspots. And so there's a structure to that. And many of you guys know the backstory, how we started. We went into our own communities before we ever launched the affiliate program, and we did this manually. We went out, we were moving stuff around. I mean, we were pacing streets, we were doing everything. We did it manually, and we figured it out. It took us a lot of time, it was a lot of hard work. And we started with a small 6-pack, right? 6 units, 1 in the middle and kind of 5 around it, strategically structured. And we call it sweet spot, which Eric will talk about. And that's what we're looking to do, is to build those around. So they're creating the IoT coverage that the blockchain will reward us for, because when we create that coverage, we get rewarded over and over again and eventually sell data. And the cool thing is, if you start looking at the miners out there, we're now selling data in Vero Beach, Florida. I looked at one in Vegas the other day. Tons of data is being sold. So the IoT network is starting to light up, which is very, very exciting. But again, the IoT network doesn't work unless we create that mesh. And one of the things that we've excelled at so far in iHub Global is that we've done an incredible job. Our miners beat the field hands down as far as how much HNT we've produced per miner. And now with this tool, we all have the capability of doing this with a lot of ease. And so that's what the goal of the whole tool is. We're talking about planning, is it's referring others and really giving away miners. You're giving away hotspots. So there's really nothing easier, but you just want to make sure you do it strategically so you can get the free deployment and you can build your affiliate network. So go ahead, back to you.
Yes, absolutely. Great. Thank you for explaining that. So, as far as planning hotspots go, it is kind of strategic, as far as we don't want to be placing hotspots on top of each other, but it's also very difficult to understand, the potential of the earnings of these hotspots. So what we went ahead and done is, when you go ahead and you want to plan a hotspot for someone, we want to give you the tools to be able to relay that information in order to kind of give them a little understanding that, hey, this is really something that it could be lucrative, that is obviously, especially with a free deployment, is well worth someone's time. So I've just clicked on Plan Hotspot, and you'll notice that what it's going to do is it's going to check to see if that location is eligible to receive a free deployment. And the reason why, as Rick mentioned before, is because if we have people planning all on top of each other, it's going to make it more and more difficult to earn as far as that goes. So we've built in our intelligence, and I kind of want to just go back a little bit, Rick, if you don't mind. We have our intelligence tool, which will allow you to, look at other hotspots and kind of see what's going on. But at the end of the day, it makes it a little bit difficult, because you kind of have to understand what all these things mean. And we do have training on this, but we want you to be able to comfortably and securely be able to send someone their free virtual mining assessment. So what we're going to do is we'll go back, we'll try another address here. Let me just think of one.
Let me jump in here while you're doing.
Yeah, please do.
So if you get that warning sign, guys, basically what that's saying is the software is running the analytics and saying there's too many hotspots. That's not a good place to put a miner, because the earnings will be chopped, right? You're not going to have a full scale of earnings. And so our goal, going back to what I just said a few minutes ago at iHub, is to deploy the limited supply that's in the marketplace that we've very blessed to secure, a very large amount that's out there, but to plant those miners and deploy those miners in the best areas. And so what we want to do as affiliates out there is we want to continue to work with the system, work with this tool to find those best locations. And when we get a warning sign, it's just not a great place to deploy. It doesn't mean that somebody can't sign up in the business and start doing it. And that's why that link was right there. If you noticed, there was your affiliate link was there. You can still grab that affiliate link and send it out. And we'll even build some more tools and some funnels and so forth that can be associated with that. So just because you don't have a prime location, we have a lot of people in the affiliate network right now that are building this business and doing extremely well without a miner sitting on their in their location or in their business. Okay, so Absolutely. It doesn't necessarily mean it's great if you have a good location, and if you don't have a good location, you're in a virgin territory, which we'll talk about. That's even better because we're going to show you how you can build it out. So just keep that in mind. Just because the location's not great doesn't mean you can't engage in the business and do an exceptional job.
Absolutely, yeah. As far as that goes, you never know when the next person, they can refer an entire network of, highly profitable miners, or you have no idea what the next step is going to be as far as their potential. So definitely don't cut yourself short as far as if you don't find a good location for someone, or they personally don't have a good location, still reach out to them, definitely get them on board and use your affiliate link to do that. So I just went ahead and ran a different address. I don't know if you guys saw while Rick was speaking, but it went ahead, it ran it through our intelligence. And basically, just so you guys understand, what it's checking is just making sure that that area is not too dense, that you're not, again, going to conflict with earnings, and no one's going to conflict with your earnings. It just makes it a more of a safer, more reliable placement. So in this case, it had verified, and you'll notice pretty much, if you look in the background on the map here, pretty much anywhere that you see open space is obviously going to be approved. Even if you're within the same hexagon, it also could be approved. So don't limit yourself. Let's go ahead to the next step. And I just want to show you guys. So what are virtual mining assessments really? Let's just move forward.
As you're pulling that up, there. So you guys, again, you have two options. Eric's going to break this down. We're going to have some more intense training for you guys, but you have a couple choices. You can leave it as a planned hotspot. Okay, and then you can come back later and run the virtual mining assessment, or you can go right through the wizard, if you would, and run it all at once, right? And we're going to show you both. We're going to show you both those categories, both those buckets. Now, I do want to make one comment. That we're peer to peer. The beauty of this business, right, and working is hubbing it out. It's working within your own network with the people that you're working with. And so, you know the people in your area. That's why our Vero Beach model is such a great model. We started with six hot spots. I think we're 190 now. Just kept on hubbing out and hubbing out and hubbing out. And so we want people to go ahead and call people up. Let them know that there's an assessment coming. Okay, that's the right way to do the business. Whether it's a text, a phone call, these are people that call them up, let them know that it's coming, because when they click on this assessment, they have 24 hours, which Eric's going to dig into, to lock down that real estate. Okay, it's going to be locked for them for 24 hours. And if they don't claim it, then somebody else can claim it. Okay, and that's how it's going to work. So that phone call, or that bringing that high touch into that high tech is really, really critical to building a business and doing it right. Back to you, Eric.
Sure, absolutely. So we went ahead and we sent that mining assessment, and you can choose whether you're sending it via SMS or via email. And so when you're sending it out, the recipient will receive an email. It'll let them know again that they have 24 hours to reserve that hotspot. It'll give them a little bit on the next steps. And so this is really your way of inviting someone. And so we kind of want to see a little bit of what that report is actually going to look like. What is a virtual mining report? So let's go ahead and click on the link here.
So correct me if I'm wrong, the prospect got this mining set. Eric called me up and said, "Hey, Rick, I'm in this incredible new project. I'm mining crypto. I don't want to give you a lot of details, but I want to run a virtual mining assessment on your address. I'm going to go ahead and send you a link via text, via email. Okay. And you got 24 hours to claim that real estate." And then, basically Eric executes that. I get that email, that text, I click on it. Here's where I land.
Right, exactly. And so here's an example of what a virtual mining assessment portal looks like. What it does is it gets nearby earnings of hotspots on a monthly basis and relays that to the person as far as, hey, this is really something that, this can pay my cell phone bill. This can pay my car bill. This is a real thing. So we definitely want to let them know that they've been eligible to reserve their hotspot deployment. And you'll notice that, there's a countdown. And so as Rick mentioned before, that if they don't execute that area, becomes open for other affiliates also to send out mining assessments to. So like Rick mentioned, definitely reach out to them, let them know you're going to be sending them a mining assessment, and explain to them the next steps, which we're going to look at now. So obviously they want to claim that location. And so this is that seamless process as far as someone signing up under you. You know, instead of going through this whole process of explaining Helium and everything, and just, you know, with the landing pages, this is a lot easier as far as just funneling them in. Here they're able to create their free account under you on iHub. And this is what is going to bring them up to the next step to reserve their free mining deployment. So let's actually go ahead and do this step.
And as Eric is filling that out, we just want to really break it down for you guys. This is going to be recorded. You can watch it over and over again. Again, there's going to be a lot more in-depth training. We're going to do part 2 Tuesday night, dive in a little bit different. But when I click that link, okay, it's going to lock that real estate up for 24 hours, meaning that the software, the world of iHub, is not going to let anybody else into that turf for 24 hours. They only have 24 hours. So it's not 25 hours. When the clock expires, John Doe can come in there and now deploy one to my neighbor. Okay. So we're protecting the integrity of the people's network and the placement of it. And that's, again, something that we've done extremely well. And now we're even take it to a different level with our own tool. And on Tuesday, you're going to see all these little dots light up inside the app. Right. And so we have our own deployment map, right? And there's different colors and different, we'll go over that real briefly, but you'll get more of that Tuesday. But when there's a black dot out there, that means that somebody locked it up for 24 hours. Now, if I don't claim that, if I don't sign up and go through the process that Eric is showing us right now, then that will be freed up again. Now, I say that correctly, Eric?
Yes, absolutely. So that hotspot, when you send out that mining assessment and someone clicks on that report, it starts a clock that they have 24 hours to go ahead and reserve it. And so let's actually just, so we kind of have some clarity here of what we're going to see on Tuesday. You have your online hotspots, you have offline hotspots, which are hidden right now. These, the pink or purple ones are your planned hotspots, but the new markers that you're going to end up seeing on the map on Tuesday is you're going to see everyone's planned hotspots. And again, the reason is because we don't want to plan on top of each other. It's just not, you know, beneficial for anyone. But looking at the pending markers, that's going to be resembling what we saw in this state right here. So I went ahead, I saw my virtual mining assessment, or I received an email or text. I clicked on it and saw my report. The clock started, and I absolutely wanted to take action. There's no question about it. I went ahead to create my free iHub affiliate account, which of course was referred by whoever sent me the link. And I signed up my account. And now I'm over here where I can request my free hotspot deployment, which is exactly what we saw, you know, on that previous step when I was on my dashboard. But this is exactly the process that you want to push people through. I mean, this is what gets people excited. They're going through this process. They're seeing and understanding what's going on. And again, as Rick said, ideally reach out to them beforehand. Let them know, hey, this is something that is absolutely worth your time. So in this case, you know, we're gonna follow through the process. What's nice about this, what I like, is that it pre-populates all the information for them. They go ahead and they can, you know, obviously they're gonna agree to the terms and they're gonna reserve their free deployment. And that's really as simple as it is. This is the process of getting out those mining assessments. So starting from planning that hotspot, knowing that it's a decent location so that you can comfortably send out that mining assessment, them receiving, or, you know, you reaching out and letting them know, them receiving that mining assessment report via email or SMS, seeing the earning potential, understanding that, hey, this is easy, getting their free iHub account, and then requesting their free hotspot deployment. But what I love about this process is that, you know, going through it, it's now just, it delivers the continuity. So now they're going back into their Helium Track account, which I'm already logged in because, well, with my other account. But this is the first thing that they're going to see up here. And so I just want to actually say something, Rick, by the way, that over 65% of our users are mobile. And so we've done over the last couple of weeks a ton of work to make this as user-friendly on mobile devices. You know, you guys have all the functionality that you see here right from your phone. And so this is going to be the first thing right at the top when they look at it on their phone. This step has already been done. Obviously, they just reserved. But the next step is they're going to see a little training on how to plan their hotspots. And once they've planned some hotspots, just like we've done in just a couple minutes ago, this will get checked off for them. And the next step is for them to go ahead and start sending out mining assessments to their potential network, right? They have a whole network of friends and family, coworkers, and everyone that, locally. So there's tremendous growth potential just following this process. And I mean, it's just seems to be working really well. We're excited to see what you guys do with it. I mean, the amount of planned hotspots and affiliates that have been coming in is just amazing. So.
Yep. Hey, Eric, let me jump back. I want to jump back. Just make sure it's real clarity, because I know that people are going to be engaging today with this tool. So just to be really clear, the real estate is not reserved by sending out a mining assessment. It's not reserved by planning a hotspot. It's reserved when your prospect, the person that you're actually offering that free hotspot, clicks on that button and says, yeah, let me get the mining assessment.
Right. And they click. Yes, exactly. So when they receive that notification and they start, they enter and they see their report, that's when the 24 hours starts. Exactly.
Okay. And then on Tuesday, guys, you guys will be able to see these locked up spots, right? Again, and if they do not sign up, they decide, hey, I don't want this free deployment, I don't want this miner, that's no problem. That real estate will come off, that'll disappear from the map, and now it becomes open real estate again. Okay.
Exactly. I do also just want to mention a couple other things. All of the mining assessments that you sent out, you have the ability to go back and see. This is one of the biggest things is you're sending out these mining assessments. You want to be able to follow up with people. You want to know who's executed and who hasn't. So we have in here a mining assessment section where you can see the one I just sent out right now. And I can see that it has been completed, which is awesome. So there's a couple different statuses that you might want to keep an eye on. And you'll see the ones that have expired. So if someone hasn't taken action, you might want to follow up with them and maybe educate them a little more and really let them know this is, an opportunity of a lifetime. You'll see which ones are in a pending phase. So the people who have clicked the mining assessment, saw the report, but haven't yet taken action. It's really important that they do that, as Rick said, that because that real estate can kind of open back up. And then you can see the completed as well. So we're building in more analytics in here. We're going to give you better tools. We've literally, over the last 2 weeks, have taken this from analytical intelligence software to building in those marketing features for you guys to make it seamless for you to be able to bring people in and sign up under you guys.
Very good. So Eric, let's bounce back out to the front screen there, your checklist.
Sure.
I want to talk to a few points on that.
Yeah.
And guys, we're putting in videos. We're going to be doing videos. There'll be a welcome video once they finish the sign-up process this coming week. So a lot of other elements is where we're going to continue to enhance it, especially from feedback from you guys. I really like to develop tools from the field's perspective. And so that's what we're going to be doing. But you're going to see level up with mining assessments. Now, we covered this on a compensation plan training the other day, but one of the things that we've built in, and actually this is a little video is this the one we just did, Eric?
Yes.
Okay, great. So there's actually a little bit of a tutorial in here as well, where you can see where the compensation plan is enhanced. So if you engage, and our whole goal and our vision here is affiliate acquisition. You join an affiliate program to tell it and share it with other people. That's what it is. We're not a hosting program. We call it a dynamic hosting program because they're actually hosting the miners from iHub, but it's an affiliate program. You join an affiliate program to share it with other people. And that's the nature of this whole business. Again, hubbing it out. People know the people in their area. They can bless people in their area by just giving away these miners. And so that's the whole perspective of where we're coming from iHub. And that's why we're seeing such explosive growth. But now we've actually enhanced the compensation plan as well, where as a host, you can go from 15% to 25% just by going out there and sharing virtual mining assessments and signing up and giving away five free miners. Basically is getting people to sign up and requesting 5 free miners. And now you can go ahead and lock in an extra 10% in a perpetuity on your hosted miner. And the best thing about it, as a referral, if I'm referring Eric, I help Eric do those, get to that point and hub it out and build my 6-pack. I'm basically, I'm helping Eric guarantee his deployment, right? Because he's doing the work, right? He's making his location better and better, right? And that's all you need to do. If you go out and build a 6-pack In a virgin territory, I can pretty much, and you do it right, you're pretty much guaranteed you're going to get deployment. Okay. So, and in the same respect, you're also going to get a 10% increase as a referral commission as well. So not 10% anymore, 20%. And if you guys know the compensation plan, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this call with it, but if you understand what that means, it basically makes the bronze team now the gold team, right? Because you can make 25% on all the miners that you personally refer. So very, very powerful, built into the behavior that we're driving. And we also, because we don't want people to have to spend money to do that, if they want to buy the pro and they're getting engaged in this, then you definitely want to invest and get this tool. But we're giving you guys 10 free assessments to do that. So we believe that you can easily bat 500 of this, right? If you're calling people up and say, listen, I'm going to run a mining assessment. It's free deployment. And they look at that mining assessment, they have earning potential. It's kind of free money, plug it in. They're going to sign up and participate. And so we give you 10 free mining assessments. And Eric, why don't you show us where they are real quick so people can see that? And then show us where the mining assessments, the credits are. Just kind of show us.
So you'll actually see that under here as well. So you'll see I sent one mining assessment, one person signed up. With a free account, it would say how many credits I get, which is 10. But you can also see some of that information over here in your mining assessments. And that will show that here as well. So it'll be 1 out of 10. There's also, if we look at the mining assessments, I'll pull it up as you speak, but I just want to show one more thing. Go ahead.
Okay, great. So we'll dive into that more on Tuesday, but I want you guys to understand when it says leveling up with mining assessments. Take those mining assessments that every free account has and use them and level up, meaning you earn more money. Your sponsor earns more money. And so we're trying to build that relationship by rewarding you guys in the comp as well. So powerful stuff. And I want to thank all the advisory and everybody else that made that, come to fruition. So good stuff.
Yeah, the other section is, so when you're actually sending the mining assessment here, you'll also see the credits here. And just a reminder as a tip that, for best results, you definitely want to reach out to that person before sending them a mining assessment. Let them know, a little bit about Helium, let them know that they have an opportunity. And again, you'll choose whether to send them that mining assessment via email or SMS, which will guide them through that exact process. And that's kind of what we saw here, flowing through, signing up their free iHub account, reserving their hotspot, jumping into Helium track, and simply following these steps over here, which is exactly what you're doing. That is the flow. And so if everyone just follows this simple flow, the growth potential is enormous. Every person that you bring in has a simple process that they can go use their personal relationships, send out those mining assessments, find good locations, introduce people to Helium, and give them the marketing and analytical tools they need in a simple way. I do also just want to say that we're going to dive into this as far as the training goes. Up here in our help section, we're building out our knowledge base as we're building out all of these features for you guys. Our goal, every minute we put in, every decision that we make is literally kept with you guys in mind. What is going to be the easiest way for you guys to be successful? As far as just getting people through this process, it's all about the growth. And so we wanted to give you the best tools, and we're excited to keep improving things for you guys.
Yeah, great job to you and your team, Eric, for what you guys have done in such a short order. And I know that my crazy ideas sometimes can be overwhelming. So I really appreciate you. I do want to say this kind of in closing. We're not going to keep everybody here this Saturday all day, but Tuesday, we're going to cover a little bit more on the compensation side. How do you level up using this tool, okay? Using those free credits. We're going to have a lot of getting started trainings with Helium Track starting this week. Okay, so look for those on the schedule because we're really going to engage the entire business now through this application. Okay, that's what we do. iHub Global is a SaaS model, software as a service. That's what we do. And oh, by the way, we deploy free miners, okay, into the marketplace. And I know that there's a little trepidation out there. Wow, there's so many people joining and so few miners. Get the big vision, guys. There's millions and millions of miners that are going to be deployed on this people's network. Okay, we are positioning ourselves to be the biggest players in that. Okay, we're the fastest growing group. We can control a lot of the inventory. We've created a unique opportunity for all of us. And the thing that I think really benefits, even Helium they love is that we create great coverage, and our tools are creating great coverage. We're not dropping miners on everybody. I encourage everybody to build your backyard, but go find some virgin territory and build a 6-pack. And now the comp, just by somebody signing up out in the middle of nowhere, because most of it's still virgin territory, right? If you look at the map, there's not many miners out there. There's a drop in the bucket for where we're going as a whole. So go find that virgin territory where you have a good contact, a family member, a friend, and from there you build out and hub it out. And that's pretty much guaranteeing deployment because you can do it right. You use the tool, you put 6 other miners in that green, and that sweet spot that we were talking about, and you pretty much are going to guarantee yourself deployment. So it's in your hands. The tools are there. Everything is there. Even the credits on the light version without making any kind of investments there to build this business, to get started. But have the vision for long-term where you might have 10,000 or 3,000 or even 300 hotspots planned, real estate locked up. And when the inventory is there and there's no more supply issues in 18 months to 2 years, we can deploy millions and millions of miners. And that could be a life-changing moment. So gosh, guys, I don't have anything else. I don't want to keep anybody too long. You guys go in there. You now can buy the software monthly at $39, or you can pay and save. I'm not sure what it is, Eric. Maybe you can fill me in. On an annual basis, you can save a percentage and get the license for a year. And that's available right now. So you guys can go and take advantage of that, start planning as many hotspots, take that first mover advantage. I'm always looking for unique advantages in business, right? That's what business is. Right now, you guys have one. You're in front of something right now that is very, very unique, and you got the tools before anybody else does. So Chuck, with that, I'll take it back to you and you can close us out here, partner.
Awesome. Real good. Hey guys, I don't know if you're excited as I am, but I mean, what a phenomenal tool. What a, just gives us that, like Rick said, that first mover advantage, right? To be able to go out and have something at our fingertips, no guesswork anymore as to whether or not a location is a good, a bad, a perfect location. I mean, I did a mining assessment for a friend of mine the other day, in all places of Las Vegas, which is, has a lot of units, and they happen to fall right in a perfect location. And, it wasn't very difficult from there. So like Rick said, get in there, start to play with the software. You've got 10 free credits, 10 free mining assessments that you can do, learn all about it, and then make the decision whether you want to. It's good. It's not a decision, right? I mean, you got to have this tool. So, $39 or $299, and then go for it. So with that, we will be doing our standard meeting on Monday night. We've had 1,000 people on here. We have also almost 700 people watching us live on YouTube. So this recording is in your back office right now. Everything that we've done, John has it already in your back office right there. And so all you got to do is log in. You can watch the whole thing. All the brand new people who that you're going to go enroll can watch the same thing right there. Everybody who's missed it can log in and watch the same thing right there. So what a great tool. What a great job, guys. And I'm just tickled that, everything is going, it just, all of these things have happened for a reason. And you guys are in a great spot. We're all in a really unique spot. So with that, guys, we're gonna call it a day. Appreciate everybody's time on a Saturday afternoon, but let's go get some hotspots planned. So with that, Rick, Eric, thank you very much. Guys, thank you very much. John, all the things that you do in the background, thank you very much. Michael, same to you. So with that, we're going to end this whole thing. Everybody can go and do what they need to do for the rest of the day.
Great,
good
guys.
afternoon or good evening, everybody. See you later. Bye.